Okay, it is Sunday, March 26th, and I'm getting ready to pick stuff for my salad for my lunches all next week. And the first thing I want to pick are radishes. Look how much these things have grown. Look how beautiful. These are pink beauty radishes, and they have grown, I mean, looks like 6 inches in the past week. They're gorgeous, and I didn't even realize they were ready to pick. I was just out here looking around, and there's some big pretty ones, so I'm going to pick some of these now. Look, aren't they pretty? Big beautiful radishes. Ah, there's one. Let's see what else I can find. Here's a pretty one. Ta-da! Look how beautiful they are. I'm trying to thin them out too as I go. Here's a big pretty one. Look at that. Look how pretty. Pretty guys. There's another one. Gosh, I hate to pull it. It's kind of by itself. I'll get this guy. They're beautiful. Look at that color. Alright, I'm going to finish picking them and I'll show you what I pick when I'm done. Thanks. Okay, I'm weighing in the radishes, and I'm going to use the radish greens in the salad as well as the radish roots. So I'm going to go ahead and weigh the whole thing instead of just weighing the roots, since I'm going to eat it all. And we got 0.37 pounds of radishes. So I'll enter it in the spreadsheet. Thanks. Alright, next for the salad, I'm going to pick some of this Lola Rosa lettuce, and it too has grown, I mean, I don't know, 6 inches this week. It is gorgeous and it's huge, and I just pulled off a leaf and tasted it just to see what it tasted like, and it was really good. It's maybe not quite as sweet as the black-seeded Simpson, but not quite as silky and juicy, but it has a firmer texture and it's a little crunchier, so it'll be a really good contrast in there. So I'm pleased, I'm well pleased. So I'm going to pick some of this now. I'll show you that when I get done. But isn't it gorgeous? And look, it's beautiful. It has like the new growth is a pretty green, and then the older growth is this beautiful burgundy. I mean, it is truly beautiful. I mean, gorgeous lettuce. And both little rows of it are doing well. So very pleased with this new lettuce we picked this year. Alright, so I'm just gonna go in and thin her out a little bit, pick me some leaves, and go in the salad. Look how pretty. Is it weird that I'm this excited by a lettuce? But I am. Alright, thanks. Okay, I just picked this big colander full of lettuce, and it doesn't even look like I've touched it much. Have lettuce for salads for a while, it looks like. Alright, I'm going to go weigh and measure this, then I'm going to come back, or weigh and enter this, then I will come back out and get some of this black-seeded Simpson. Alright, back in a minute. Alright, have Lola Rosa on the scale, and that's 0.38 pounds of Lola Rosa. I will enter it and then go back to the yard, to the produce department again, and get my little more variety for the salad. Thanks. Okay, this is one of our rows of black-seeded Simpson, so I'm going to pick some of it to go in the salad. This is the flame lettuce, and it's actually starting to come up a little bit more. You can see a little bit of it. Still not a great stand of it or anything. This is the, let's see, red romaine lettuce, and it's looking nice. I'm not going to pick any of it yet. It's not big enough, I don't think, but maybe by next weekend I'll be able to add some of it, but it's looking pretty. But for now, I'm going to pick black-seeded Simpson. Okay, thanks. These rows have gone nuts. This whole row, the row to the right is black-seeded Simpson. The middle row is Siberian kale. And the row to the left are turnip greens. And they are beautiful. They've almost grown together. They're getting so big. So I'm about to pick some more of this black-seeded Simpson to go in the salad. I'm just tickled. Everything's so green and lush and beautiful. Feels like spring. Alright, this is my black-seeded Simpson. I'm going to go in and weigh now. And again, doesn't even look like I picked any off the row. So as long as, until it bolts, we're in lettuce. I'll have salads every day for work. Alright, I'm going to go in and weigh. Thanks. Okay, black-seeded Simpson, 0.29 pounds. Alright, now I'm going to pick some Swiss chard to go in the salad. Look at that, this Swiss chard's grown. Look how pretty it is. They're huge, beautiful plants. So tickled. Everything looks so nice. Look how pretty. Great big huge leaves. I'm only going to pick a few leaves of this to go in. Just want a little variety in the salad, so I'm going to pick a little bit of this. I'm going to pick some of this Swiss chard. This is Swiss chard. This is a different kind than this, but I really like the leaves on this. They almost have a bok choy taste, so I'm going to pick some of this and cut the stems for the salad too. I'm going to get some scissors to cut this off. But this is really pretty. It's got a thick, fleshy leaf, a totally different texture and consistency than the other lettuces, so it'll be good variety for the salad. I'm gonna go get some scissors before I tear this plant up. Back in it's all, just hold it. Okay, now I've got scissors, so I'll quit tearing the plant up. So I'm gonna cut all the way down toward the bottom because, again, I like this stem cut up in there. It's a different texture. It's yummy. So this is a kind of chard, but it's completely different than the other. Thick, fleshy leaves. Oh. Pull this weave on down here. Okay, and let me see, that's enough of that. Let me get some of these pretty, I want some of this red stem to go in too. I'll cut some of these big pretty leaves off and get the stem over here too. Look how pretty, the pretty red stem will be gorgeous in the salad and tastes good too. Get a couple of, oh, here's a golden yellow stem. Pretty. Get another red. And get another big pretty red. I guess that's enough. I got this much. I got two different kinds of chard. And I got the two different colors. So I guess I'll call it good on the chard. Okay, Swiss chard weigh in. 0.30. Gonna enter it and go back and get some spinach. Swiss chard. Okay, I'm going to pick some of this spinach now. It almost hurts my feelings to pick it. It's so big and pretty, but here goes. Get some of these big outer leaves first. Gosh, it's gorgeous. Okay. Oh, it'll grow back. Alright, let me go over to some of these other big ones. This has grown a lot this week too. It's getting so pretty. And the Lola Rosa we've got in the blocks, in the cinder blocks, it's grown a lot. They were tiny last week. They've grown up a lot. There's one spinach we're letting go to seed right now. Bolting. This, however, is not, so I'm going to pick it. I think that's probably about enough just to add a little something different to the salad. Thanks. Spinach, and it is 0.18 pounds. Spinach. And these are our carrots, our Danvers, but they're not big enough to harvest yet. I mean, they're looking pretty, but they're not big yet, so give them a little bit longer. All right, I'm going to get some green onions for the salad. These things are going nuts too. So I'm gonna pull. I guess I'll pull. Maybe I'll just cut some of the green off for the salad. Okay, just cutting off some for the salad. There's some green onions. And I'm going to get some chives to put in too. Aren't these gorgeous? I know I keep saying aren't they? Oh, look, a honeybee working them. Let me try to get him. That's a welcome sight. Honeybee in the chive bloom. Work, little honeybee. Oh, there's another one. Oh, the honeybees like this. That's nice. Good to know. There's two at once. All right, I'm going to cut some of these chives to go in the salad too. I'm just going to cut these off like I did the green onions. Just a slightly different taste. Get a good variety. I'm trying my best not to disrupt the honeybees. Alright. A long time back, I guess it was back before all the cold weather, wasn't it? You know, way back, well, this was just a compost pile, and we had peppers growing up in the compost pile, and they did well, but then we decided to we transplanted red Russian kale and curly leaf kale into the compost pile, and I was excited thinking they were going to get huge and beautiful. Well, it finally did. Here's one of the red Russian kale, and it's huge and gorgeous. And it's just growing in the compost pile. We planted potatoes in here too, and you can see these potatoes are doing well. Coming up, big and healthy looking. These are the white Kennebec potatoes. And no telling if we're gonna get potatoes or not, but the plants are really healthy and pretty. But here's one of the red Russian kale, and I'm gonna pick a couple leaves off of it to put in the salad. And here is a curly leaf kale growing up in the compost pile, and it's beautiful too. It's starting to do really well. So, just showing you that. I'm going to pick about 2 leaves off of each, throw in the salad. Thanks. Alright, all washed and cut up, and I had too much for my normal salad container. So, but all washed and cut up and prepared. This is 2.35 pounds of salad. And I will put these in my, every day I'll fill up my little lunch container and carry this for lunch, for my school lunches all week long. So 2.35 pounds of salad out of the garden. All right, thanks for watching.